Or he'll just go sit in chairs, just like he's been doing everywhere else. I mean, there's family options he could be picking from, so he just doesn't seem to be picking the things that will get rid of some of this stuff. I mean, we've got long for a better love life, remember family, write home, muse about attractive women. That's what these two are keyed to. So why he doesn't seem to be doing these, I can't really tell what he's doing. He's doing things so fast, but it just seems like he's not really picking any of this stuff. All right. We're also staggering the simulation. Let's take him back off the roster. It doesn't really seem to be helping any. So, if we pick ourselves, we'll just let a few of these things process. I mean, when it finishes, we briefly get an arrow up, but, I mean, I don't know how many times I have to do this kind of stuff. Get these out of these heavy negative ranges. I also don't know what they're actually doing, if they're having an actual negative impact or not. Game's not really good about showing that kind of info. So, alright. Well, that's boring, so let's stop doing that. Have we accrued any more fees while doing our things? No. Let's head back out. We've mostly cleared our bay. I don't think I can tuck this stuff away anywhere. Got that bin there full of panels. Floor and wall sections. There's one slot. I think you are also full. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. We'll just leave it where it's at. Okay. Battery should be back to full as soon as I click on it correctly. So we're okay on battery charge. We've got the EVA suit battery recharged. We've got our tool battery refreshed and a spare recharging. Spare gas bottles. Ship's in pretty good shape. Minor repairs here. Oh, I still have the ablative core liner? Why do I still have the ablative core liner? How did I not sell you? Oh. Let's go sell you. That's $5 grand. How did I miss that? Why is it only 3,300 now? What the heck? Whatever. Sold one, not max. Yeah, I guess that would do it. No, I don't have anything in there that I'm not aware of already. Just the trash. Any aluminum. I guess they might take the trash and aluminum. Just get out of my inventory. All right. How we doing? 90 and 32 at 294. So 90 in blue is nitrogen, which is fine. 32 is oxygen, which is a little high. 22 is all we need. We're comfortable breathing. 294 is the temperature in Kelvin, which is what we want. 290 to 300. So everything's working the way it's supposed to. So I talked about it when we first started the stream for folks that joined in afterwards. I'm just trying to get my finances up to about, 100,000 is what I want to hold on to as my emergency fund. I want to go to 100,000 and keep that for whatever expenses I might need to deal with on an emergency basis. Then above that, I'll use for various things. Once we just do some salvaging to get to that 100,000 stage, I'm going to switch over to finding a hulk that we can disassemble so that we can add kind of a front like this to the ship. We'll come out and then kind of put a little nose cone front to it. So we're going to expand out this way first, and then once we've got that completed, then we'll do some expansions out on each of the sides. So that's the kind of general goal that I'm working towards right now. So we got the current ship nice and fixed up. Red is bad, so it's almost completely repaired. Just a little bit of ongoing wear and tear we have to deal with. But otherwise, it's in really good shape. We got all of our atmosphere in good shape. We got good tools and equipment. Got a good weapon. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well there. And then eventually, once we get the expansions going, the side expansions are probably going to be for like get a nuclear engine or reactor up and running, and a torch drive, and then another side for all of the various fuels and tanks and so on we're going to need. They're going to take a lot of space. So that's the general goal for what I'm working towards. But first, we need to go find a decent ship or two to salvage. So far, it's been pretty poor pickings. So let's hit the nav station. Chat with K-Leg. Get docking clearance or undocking clearance. Release the clamps. And they give us a gentle backwards push, which we will increase with thrusters. And then switch back to nav controls. Alright, so there we are. That's K-Leg. That is the station attached to the exterior of the 1036 Ganymede asteroid, which is the big green thingy. Don't smash into the big green thingy. That is the asteroid. Alright, let's get some lateral velocity away from the asteroid and then pick our target. So, better pickings out here? Not really. I guess I might go here first and then work my way up. Although this is going to keep rotating around. Alright, let's go here, here, here. And then we might have to be able to come back before this rotates around too much. So, pick our target. That sets this information. Now we will bump down to quarter speed because it's easier to fine-tune this stuff. We'll change our bearing here. We want to get our nose pointed directly at our target. So we'll bring this to 0/360. All right, so... Oop. Come on. It simulation paused for a second there, and I started to hold the key down because I wasn't getting a response, and then it overshot. Damn it. Even at quarter speed, it's hard to bring that to bear. All right, now we need to bleed off this cross velocity. VCRS is cross velocity, so we got to get that back down to 0. Once we got the bearing to 0 and the cross velocity to 0, then we're bang on to the target. We just increase our forward velocity, and we'll eventually, smash into it. Alright, cross velocity is good. We'll set our relative velocity towards our target. Bring the ETA down to, I don't know, 15 minutes. We'll go up to 100 relative velocity. See what the timer says. Let's be a little faster at this point if I would bump it back up to 1.0. Alright, 11 minutes, so that's good enough. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So 11 minutes, that would be 5:32 in the morning. So 5:30, we'll start paying attention again. Let's just set them to auto repair for a bit. Touch up the few things that need it. Making red things turn white. What's only 40%? What are we talking about? No, but the prox alarm's going to go off when we hit 5K, so that's always a good indicator. You can always just wait for the prox alarm to go off and then pause and move over to the station. The fuel rating is based on the nitrogen we have stored to feed into our thrusters. So our N2 cans might be getting a little light. That's down to 35% in that can. And the one on the other side over here is down to 40%. So it's fine. I've got a spare N2 canister over here that's in pretty good shape. Or right here, I mean. So we've got an 87% right there. So we're good. We can always swap out one of the cans. Keep going. There's the prox alarm at 5:31, so I had it timed out pretty well. Alright, turn off auto task. Head back over to the station. Alright, clear the alarm. So yeah, we're at 4 range, so at 5 kilometers, the prox alarm goes off as a reminder. So we are off on our cross velocity. Looks like we went off bearing and cross velocity a little bit, so I'll clean those up as we approach. So let's get the bearing in line first. And then the cross velocity, get that down to 0 again. If you keep those at 0, or as close as you can get, it makes docking really easy. So now we'll go back to comms, hail ship, initiate docking. And when it brings the ring up, because we're really online with our cross velocity and our bearing, we should be pretty close to right on target. Again, with the really long delay, I think I need to save, quit, and reload. So yeah, because we were right on for the bearing and for cross velocity, we're almost dead on, so we'll bump the speed up a little bit. Cut this time down, and I'll do a final adjustment when I get close. Right there. And we'll just wait for the range for the clamps to engage. Okay, we got another Titan Max. Another Titan Max, D1E. One compartment, so it's like no compartment's interior, which is never a good sign. These are usually trash ships. So seldom do I find anything decent in these D1E Titan Maxes. Okay, let's get our helmet on. Like a good little spaceman, like we know what we're doing. Atmosphere 9031 and 296 is all fine. Bump us back up to 1x speed. Turn that view. Actually, that view's kind of helpful and kind of not. Depending. No. Stop it. Thought I was doing a bin. The bins are in the corner. I'm still torn on these bins. I think PDAs are about the only thing I get out of bins that have any real value. So this one is oriented a little different. Okay, we got some power. Oh, we got a body. John Beard. I'm pretty sure John's dead. Yeah, John's dead. All right, is the person that made him dead still on the ship? Hi there, PDA. And another body. Let's turn on electrical systems. It's not showing any electrical systems. What do you got? Like you got an EVA suit or something that's making light over here? Where's the light coming from? That's me. Huh. Doesn't show any electrical activity in the ship. Okay, well, there could be something or someone on the ship. Let's look around. I think we would have just seen their movement or their lights or power or something if there were. Uh-oh, a little wisp of gas showed right there. CO2 scrubber, that can be worth some cash. It's almost in perfect condition, so we'll definitely take a look at that. A chair. Just a big central hold full of nothing. Engineering compartment. We're going to have to take this door down. Still no power, right? Yeah, no power. Lots of bottles of gas. Wow, what a junker. Well, I mean, there's some compartments and that scrubber. That's about it. Otherwise, it's just lots of O2 and N2 bottles. I guess we'll start at the back end over here and just see what we can grab. I'm not interested in air pumps. Yeah, N2 canisters. No. O2 canisters can be worth it. $5,000 for a quick pull. So that one, and it is already loose. So we'll set up an order to haul that O2 can. How about you? Not bad, but nothing in the crates. Food. More food and water. soldering iron, some disposable batteries. Hey, there's a PDA. Good old turbo pumps. I don't think there's much left in this central area that I care about. Make sure we get this scrubber taken care of. Restore. Uninstall. Haul it out of here. What do we got here? Cigarettes, drink pouches, coveralls. Primp to improve appearance. Ammo. A shiv. More ammo. All right, fine. I'll grab the ammo. Let's go ahead and get this PDA. This must have been the engine area back here that's totally trashed because I didn't see anything else. The far end where the gas stuff was, but yeah, reactor core. Really trashed reactor core. Hey Mia, examine the body. Mia died due to violence or foul play. I find it discomforting that it says, appears Mia died due to violence or foul play. You are searching for intimacy. Those two statements should not be side by side. Whoops. Ah, crap. How do you close this damn thing? The button that's supposed to close it does not close it. F3 to close it? Ah, cool. Thank you. Really? No apparent cause of death. Skin is necrotized and blackened. Clearly unnatural. Do you close and then go talk to the authorities, or do you keep this open? I'll keep it open for now, I guess. All right. I think that's everything I'm going to look at. Do some hauling. Call it good. Okay. Before I forget. Let's unlock some PDAs. All right. VPDA is mine. Cracking software. That's worth some cash. Not gonna worry about it. All right. Yeah, we gotta get some more storage for random things. Okay. Rock's alarm. Oops. Do we get scanned? Terrible machine. Nope, not a cop. Alright, so we are off to... Kind of looks like he's going to that one. All right, are we clear? I think we're clear. Overshot again. That's only 1.5 G's. Yeah, it took a lot longer to get lined up than I wanted. All right, we're on our way. Nine minutes. So 5 after or so. Eat that. I always forget to look and pay before the shift ends. Extra $400 out of my pocket. Other way. Don't try to maneuver at high multipliers. D1E medium. Okay. That's a weird looking ship. Whew. What a piece of junk. Crate on the outside, huh? Ship's battery broken on the outside. Can't get out without taking out a wall. Turbo pump that's pretty damaged. No thanks. We're out of here. This terrible ship. Gas levels are still good. Battery power is good. Suit power is 65, still okay. All right, well, I guess we're going down here next. Not muted, just not talking. Boring trip over. What do we got? D1 small. Man, we are having terrible luck with ships lately. Huh. We're going to run out of wrecks to check. Well, that's an interesting configuration. An access hatch. I think that's the first time I've seen an entry with an access hatch. Any power in this thing? No power. Okay. Dismantle that thing. Yeah, first time I've seen this arrangement. Thing has nothing. A work light, a stir welder, and I mean a battery charging station for the Weber laser. I've already got one. Standard thrusters. Yeah. Wow. What a terrible ship. Goodbye. Okay. That's what, 3 terrible ships? Just this trip alone? And we're out of anywhere nearby that we can check. That's going to be easy for us to get back to port without going way far out. A lot more ships in the area too. Let's see. If we go to these two, yeah, let's go to that one next. I gotta skirt around this current wreck. Alright, cross velocity below 1, bearing almost right on target. That little side step worked pretty well. Let's get up to 200 on this one. Good power ooh, I am going to have to swap out a nitrogen canister here pretty quick. Alright, 13 minutes at 200. Nothing really to work on. Let's see what he does if we give him some free time while we travel. Browse social apps. Remember family. We are family outcast. Sob quietly. Uh-oh, something changed. Respect celebrated. Yeah, we got family down a bit. Oh, hey, look at that. He's actually getting some of this stuff taken care of while we're on the ship. Much better than when we were on the station. We went from outcast to supported. Pause. All right, 4 kilometers out, going 200. That's not good. Really not good. It's gonna be close. Hell. Weird. E00 medium. E00 medium. Jeez. Come on already. We're gonna float out around the door. Might be the worst one yet. Yeah, pretty terrible. Eh, can't get into this central spot, huh? All right, now we can because we were, yeah. Wow. Wrong button. Fuel low. Yeah, it's all right. Whoa. You're going 110. You're supposed to be below 100. I don't know what the actual number where you might slam into it is, but apparently it's not 110. Another die medium, huh? Fine. You just cannot catch a break. No power, no power. Good old turbo. Pretty good shape. Where are you going, dude? A black shoe. There's an N2 canister with some stuff. Not what I wanted. Let's just take it over here. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Which one is more empty? 9.5 at 35, 36. You are at 151. You're still pretty good. So yeah, we're going to swap this one out. All right. Back we go. Minute trip at 100, huh? Sure. Take us to 725, so we'll go to 720 and then we'll check again. Let's go ahead and do another rest for him. Last one went pretty well. Actually, we're pretty cleaned up now. Little more intimacy and we'll be in pretty good shape. Jeez, these skills go up so freaking slow. I mean, I'm not doing a lot of these things right now, so no big surprise, I guess, but I haven't come, I think the closest I've come yet to getting a skill raised is like 5% progress. All right, doesn't seem like much more is going to happen there. Bearing and cross velocity are holding steady. DOE medium. And another corpse. Think I'm not allowed to have another investigation going yet. No, he's dead. They always say these odd things about their statuses without mentioning the dead part. There's no way an unsuited person with holes in the ship was still alive. No apparent cause of death. Yeah, that hand with overly long fingers thing again. A lot of N2 canisters again. Regular pumps. Yeah, regular pumps. Nothing particularly interesting. Don't need nitrogen pumps. Don't care about the rest of this stuff. This has been a really bad run of shifts.